What's going on, everybody? It is your boy Baddog back with the post game between the Bills and Giants. First of all, congratulations to all the Bills fans, man. You guys are right. You whooped our ass. That's not even a question. The final score actually wasn't even indicative of how much you blew us guys out. I mean, this is a carbon copy. The first half was a carbon copy of what happened last week. The Giants stopped Dallas, went right down the field, scored in their first drive. This week, they scored in their first drive and force a 3 and out. Looked like the Giants might turn things around. Then Buffalo scores their next 3 possessions, or 2 out of their next 3 possessions, or whatever it was, 3 out of 4, and we were immediately behind 20-7. The game is over. First drive, gave the ball to Saquon Barkley, 4 carries, 55 yards, and a touchdown, and didn't give it to him again, really. So there's very, very little good to take away from this football team. Week in, week out, I look for positives, and it's almost impossible to find any besides Saquon Barkley. It really is. Nobody's played well. The defense, they got a little pressure, so I guess that's a positive. But Josh Allen was able to make some plays with his feet. Again, the Giants left receivers wide open down the field, and in the slot and everywhere else. It's just like the Bills wanted to, whatever they wanted to do, they did. Whether it was 3rd and 3 or 3rd and 9, they made it look really easy. And again, James Bettcher's system is terrible. And this team has no confidence at all. And you can see it. There's no energy. There's no life. There's not a lot of anything going on with this team. And I always say a team takes on the personality of their head coach. They look lost and they look lifeless. And that's Pat Shurmur. He is lifeless and lost. And unfortunately, because we have Daniel Jones, Pat Shurmur's probably not going anywhere, because you're not going to start Daniel Jones with a new coach and a new system next year when he starts. You're just not going to see it. So unfortunately, we're probably stuck with him. The one thing I can say is James Bettcher can get his fat ass out of here. That's for sure. We don't need that guy around. So the secondary looked lost again. Like I said, a little bit of a pass rush, which was good, but the inability to get off the field on 3rd down was terrible. Some penalties. Really bad penalties, one on Dexter Lawrence, obviously, which was a BS call. But, the game was not in doubt. It was going to be 24-14 instead of 28-14. So, listen, I'm not going to come out here and bash Eli Manning and everything else, but he played poorly. And I understand Eli apologists are going to make excuses for this guy no matter what they see fit to. They're going to do it. He's bad. He's bad, guys. The guy, he's done. It's done. It's done. It's done. It's time to look at Daniel Jones. I'm sorry. We can't be worse, right? We scored 31 points in 2 games, with the best running back in football. In the first drive, we scored a touchdown that had nothing to do with Eli Manning. He was 0 for his first 4 and no yards. He was 1 for his first 7. He threw a costly interception. I know the ball was deflected, but he had at least, 5 or 6 deflections? A guy dropped a pick 6? Come on, man. I don't know what... I don't know. I'm lost for words with how bad this team is. I'm lost for words. It is a horrendous team, and it is not showing any signs of getting any better. It is, like I said in the video earlier this week, it is tough to be a Giants fan, and somehow we got to ride this out and just hope some way or another this team finds itself, because I don't know what to do at this point, man. I watch this team every week, and every week I'm hoping to see some kind of improvement. Every week I'm let down. Every week I don't see any improvement. And that's not taking anything away from the Bills. They're a tough team. That defense is very good. They're a very good defense. But in my pregame video, I said we could run the ball against them, and we did run it effectively. We just, Barkley did get a lot of carries, but, you got to also make some plays in the passing game when he does get 20 carries. You have got to, it's got to be a team effort. Now, I know our wide receivers are beat up. I get that. Shepard was out. Tate suspended. Latimer got hurt. Man, I understand that, which, by the way, that was BS. The helmet-to-helmet, no call on the helmet-to-helmet. Of course not. Why would they throw that? Anybody else does that. Like I said, Dexter Lawrence touches the center in the back just to adjust his position, and they flag him for unnecessary roughness. And then, of course, you can lead with your helmet and clock Cody Latimer right in the head, but there's going to be no call on that. So, and again, officiating is just horrible in this league. It's terrible. I'm not just talking about for the Giants. I'm talking about for every team. The officiating is really, really, really bad. Worst as I've ever seen it. And unfortunately, I think Vegas has a lot to do with the officiating. I really do. I believe that fantasy football, betting, everything else, it's the whole reason the NFL's product is still as popular as it is, because you take that stuff away, people are going to watch college. The NFL's product has become really bad. It is really bad. It's become really soft with all these rules, delaying games because of rain, and the officiating don't know what the hell it's doing, man. They make some calls for some teams, some calls for other teams, some non-call. You don't know what you get. But really, that has nothing to do with this. I'm just kind of raging on the officials. And yes, guys, I was under the weather before the game started, and they certainly did nothing to lift my spirits. So just another really, really bad game for the New York Giants. This is we are 8-27 in our last 35 games. So we are winning just less than a quarter of our games, and that is pretty bad. And again, there's nothing to take good out of this game except for Saquon Barkley. Eli was bad. Defense was bad. I mean, we did get some pass rush, but not a good day again for the New York Giants. So the Buffalo Bills wax us pretty good, and it's on to Washington. And, I guess we'll see if anything new happens. I honestly don't know at this point, man. The way I feel, I said it in my community notes, the way I felt this morning, I felt like the Giants defense just absolutely lousy. That's exactly how I felt this morning, and I still do. It's just, this team's bad. It's a bad team. So people are going to pile it on. People are going to be calling for Eli Manning to get out of there. Completely understand that. People are going to defend Eli. Completely understand that. But this team is bad no matter what. So I don't think it matters who the quarterback is. So I say just get Daniel Jones some reps and let's see what he can do. Let's see if there's anything different that happens, because it's not working the way it's going right now. So that's really all I got, guys. And again, if you guys are watching the entertainment stream, I'm sorry I had to go. Like my son was getting unruly, and again, I don't really feel well. I do plan on doing the Eagles and Falcons tonight, but we may go to Monday night. If I still feel like this, I'm not going to do that because I need some sleep. I do not feel good. I haven't felt good all day. So I just wanted to get the post game out there, and I'm sorry, guys. It's probably not as good as my normal post game videos because I am just really under the weather and I really need some sleep. And the Giants really put me to sleep today. So anyway, that's all I got, guys. Until next time, it is Baddog, and I am gone. Peace!